I used to live under the impression of the boring life syndrome. The idea that everyone else who was a great speaker had clearly a much more interesting, much more engaging, much more lively life than I did. And it is a seductive and a sexy belief because it gives us the excuse to think that actually they're interesting because of their stories. Where in all honesty, it's the fact that there are no boring stories, there are only boring storytellers. And it's a rough truth, but it is a brutal one. And it's something that I actually learned through a dear friend of mine, because at some point in time, she had a new baby and her life really revolved around her work, around her child, and around her local coffee shops and how she was meeting friends, right? She wasn't going on any great travels and adventures, but instead, she was having all of these incredible stories. Every time we met together, she was laughing and sharing something that happened to her in the line while she was checking out for a coffee, or a conversation that she had with a barista, or something that happened while she was cycling home and she noticed something. And what I realized was I always thought, my gosh, she leads such an interesting life. But when I looked a bit closer, she's cycling to and from work. She's going to a coffee shop. She's taking care of her child. She's having interactions with other parents at the daycare. Her life in and of itself was not overly extraordinary, but she was observant. She saw with the eyes of a storyteller. She believed herself to be a storyteller, and therefore she saw the world for the opportunity that it holds. These beautiful moments of interactions, of observations that allow us to share our world with others, to build excitement, to build curiosity. I couldn't wait to hear what was going on in her life. And at some point in time, I made that shift as well. I realized, wow, you know what? I am a storyteller. And with that shift came fresh eyes. In the back of my mind, it was like as I was looking around, I kept seeing these moments where all of a sudden I would think, this catches my attention for some reason. Either I'm frustrated, or it surprises me, or I find myself laughing. In those moments when our mind sends up a little flag to say, pay attention, a lot of times we're just letting these moments fly by. But when we begin to think like a storyteller, when we begin to think about how we can create a moment of connection with these stories, the mundane becomes miraculous. And we go from being so-so storytellers to those that can captivate our audience with any type of story to build meaningful connection, trust, and curiosity.